What is up, guys? My name is Camden, and today we are back with another video with my 1991 Mazda Miata. And the goal of today's video is just to go through everything that I can find that's wrong with the car. We're gonna start from the front and go to the back, and I'm gonna try and point out everything that I can think of that's even just a little bit wrong or something that I would like to fix in the future that's either a big deal or not so big of a deal. We'll see. So let's go. Starting at the front here, I don't know if you can see, but the bumper doesn't fit super flush. I think someone sat on it or something. There's no frame damage or anything, but there's a lot of webbing, and yeah, right there you can see where all the paint is cracked there. So that's one thing that I'd like to fix. Number two, so you can kind of see it there on the hood, right in front of the little bubble is a very slight dent. You can only see it in certain lights, but that's fine. We'll get that fixed eventually. And number three, various paint cracks right here. Right there. Right there. And various things throughout the car. Number three, wheels. I don't like these wheels. I don't really like the black chrome look. If they were all chrome, that would look pretty cool. So we are going to fix those in the future. All right, next one, is this number five? I don't know, engine bay. Engine bay is super clean. Everything works. Everything was rebuilt, new lines, new hoses, new everything pretty much, except for the bottom end. Bottom end's original, top all rebuilt. Here's the problem, AC. So AC compressor started making a bad noise, so I just snipped the belt off, and now you can't hear anything. So it sounds great. Engine sounds great, don't have AC, but that's fine. Now we're on to the next one, number six maybe? I don't know, but let's get to it. Number six, or seven, who cares? Steering wheel has a little play. It's really not that much. Now I tried to tighten it a little bit. Still got a little play in the steering wheel, but look at this sick freaking Sparco Champion. That's dope. All right, next one. This is a little loose, but it's the hood thing. Still works, it's fine. All right, next one, brakes. Brake has a little bit of dead space, but they work perfectly fine. And next one, gas pedal. Gas pedal is very stiff. You can kind of hear it there. That's got to be lubed up. And we've got a little dead space in the clutch right there. But honestly, it feels fine when you're driving. And it doesn't really bother me that much at all. Next one, the dash. Dash is cracked, as you can see here. This looked really terrible. It had a bunch of tape on it and tape residue. Ow. Something poked me. This had a bunch of tape residue, so I flipped it around, put the tape on the bottom, and now that looks a lot better. This carpet is really ugly, but it's fine because the dash under it's cracked, and it just kind of protects the dash. I don't mind the carpet at all. As long as it stays down, it's perfectly fine by me. AC doesn't work, I already know that. This, perfectly cool. A little ugly with this little thing on the outside. I'd like to paint it black if you could. It's just a little ugly, but stereo works perfectly fine. Speakers are a little, but that's fine. Handbrake. Somewhat useless, but if you pull it all the way up, it'll hold you on flat ground, and slight inclines. Hard incline, not gonna hold you. So need to fix that. Shifter. Look at this, fifth gear. Oh, is it third gear, fifth gear, third gear, fifth gear, or neutral? I don't know, but it moves around a lot in gear, so we're gonna get that fixed. I don't know if you're counting or not, but we might be at 10, 12, I don't know. We got a tear in the seat here, but it's cool. I'll change these seats out eventually. And next one, this is cracked. You got some stuff in here though. It works, it's fine, whatever. The top cover is ugly, don't use it. Whatever. Window, super foggy and faded. But I mean, you can see through it. It's just kind of ugly.
but that is fun.
So we've gotten a lot now. Honestly, this is super nitpicky. A lot of it's really minor, and the car drives great. So I could care less about a lot of these things, but that's really fine. And I guess we'll go to the other side of the car. We have a couple more things on the inside, some things on the trunk that I can think about. But seriously, this car is so solid. So let's keep going. Next, windshield wipers, a little rusty. They barely work. I just need to get some new blades, but I don't drive the car too much, so barely any in the rain, whatever. Mirror, got this weird paint run fade thing here going on. Car's been repainted a lot, so those, I'd like to get new mirrors, some retro style mirrors. I think those look a lot better than these, in my opinion. I know Ricer Miata, Chris Rudnick, has some really cool mirrors that I'd like to get, so maybe we'll get those. And next one, passenger side window crank. Super hard to crank, so we just gotta lube that up a bit, and we're just gonna go back. Next thing, we got a slide exhaust rattle. It's not bad. You really only hear it at on cold start in the idle. I'd plan on getting an exhaust eventually anyway, so that is fine. All of these things are fixable. We got this slight inconsistency in the bumper there. I think from taking it off to paint it so many times and just putting it back on, some things are a little broken. Car has once again, no crash damage or anything in the front or the back, so I do not mind that at all. So now we'll go on to the trunk. Boom, here it is, the trunk. Got some shoes and stuff when I traveled down to Florida. Got my nice new car cover, fully weatherproof, breathable, really nice, awesome car cover. So we've got some weird things going on here. We've got this CarQuest. It's called a fully automatic 12-volt onboard battery trickle charger. I have no idea if it works or not. Car starts. It looks a little sketchy. We've got this random ground down here. I don't know. Whatever. Or negative. I don't freaking know. It's fine though. Whatever. And next, we've got this thing. It's a little loose, as you can see. It's not screwed in all the way. It looks a little sketchy. We've got all those speaker wires that aren't nicely tucked. I'll probably just tuck them under there because I don't want to mess with the audio system. So we're just gonna tuck them under there eventually and leave it be. We might screw this in a little bit more, but that's that. And honestly, I think that is all that I can think of that's wrong with the car. We'll get a couple of these things fixed pretty quickly, such as the shifter and the handbrake. I can do the shifter very soon. I have all the rebuild kit for it. I just need to get some gear oil so we can change that out. And other than that, it's pretty mint. One more thing. The transmission kind of grinds when you let off in third gear, I think. Just only when you let off the gas at like, I think it's at any speed, honestly, but it's just like, and it only does that when you let off. It doesn't do it when you go into it or anything like that. So that's honestly, like, I'm not too worried about it. New transmissions for these cars are super cheap. But overall, it's so solid for what I paid for it. Honestly, like, it's such a good car. The paint is pretty mint compared to some of the other cars in my price range of about like $2,000. So overall, pretty awesome car. I love it. I cannot wait to do so much to it. Like, there's so much that I want to do, so many plans. Want to take it to track days. I want to do so much with it, but we've got some things that we got to fix, obviously, to get it ready for track days. But other than that, it is an awesome car. I hope to see you in a future video. I've got a few planned for this week, like rebuilding the shifter and that sort of thing. So I hope to see you in the next one. Like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you next time.